Welcome back to Big Bucks Coins Information Channel, where ordinary coin Australia 50 cents, a common coin, is more valuable than a lifetime of hard work. It's enough to change your destiny in a single heartbeat. This is not a fairy tale. This is not a myth. Something surprising is happening in the world of rare coins right now. Auction. Each of these coins has a history like pure gold, mystery, and a story so powerful it will shake you to your core. That's how you'll never see pocket change. Honest and interesting channel, Big Bucks Coins for collectors across the Australian extraordinary treasure. If you're new here, don't forget to like, subscribe, and today you're going to discover that could shock you right out of your seat. Some of those coins, if sitting unnoticed in your collection or pocket change, could be worthy Australia 50 cents history. Right into the palm of your hand, and trust me, every single coin selling from few will make you look at your change the same very again. Let's unlock the treasure vault starting with coin number 1. Today, we are diving into one of the most fascinating and highly valuable pieces of Australian coinage history. We're talking about the iconic 1970 Australian 50-cent coin issued to mark the 200th anniversary of Captain James Cook's legendary voyage of discovery to Australia. This coin has become a true collector's dream, and if you have one sitting in your old coin jar or collection, you might be holding on to a hidden gem that's worth far more than its face value today. So stay tuned till the end, because we're going to uncover its incredible background, its unique features, why it's in such high demand, and how much it's currently fetching in today's booming collector market. The year 1970 marked 2 centuries since Captain James Cook first set foot on the eastern shores of Australia in 1770. To celebrate this historic anniversary, the Royal Australian Mint released a special 50-cent commemorative coin. It was the very first Australian decimal coin issued to commemorate such a grand historical milestone, making it not only a currency piece, but also a piece of living history. Captain Cook's voyage reshaped the future of Australia, opening the gateway to a new era, and this coin reflects that turning point in the nation's story. Each of these coins carries the weight of that monumental history, and that is exactly why collectors worldwide are eager to get their hands on one. Now, what sets this coin apart is its striking design. On the obverse side, you will see the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machine, but the real magic lies on the reverse. The reverse features a detailed and artistic portrayal of Captain Cook himself, marking the bicentenary of his voyage. The design isn't just symbolic, it's powerful, it's historic, and it tells a story with every detail. These coins were produced in cupro nickel, and their distinctive 12-sided shape makes them stand out immediately from regular circular coins. The craftsmanship, the elegance, and the historical importance come together to create something truly remarkable. Although millions were minted back in 1970, finding them today in fine, uncirculated, or sparkling condition is becoming increasingly rare. Most of the coins that entered circulation have heavy wear and tear, but those preserved carefully over the decades are highly sought after. Collectors know the value of a coin that represents both artistry and history, and this is exactly why the 1970 Captain Cook 50-cent coin has remained in constant demand. Rarity isn't just about mintage numbers, it's also about condition, and fine condition coins with original shine are treated like treasures in today's market. So, what about its value today? Well, the good news for collectors and lucky owners is that these coins have shown consistent appreciation over time. In the collector's market, especially at auctions and private sales, a 1970 Captain Cook 50-cent coin in fine condition can fetch significantly more than its. While prices vary depending on condition and demand at the time, many of these coins in excellent collectible condition are valued in the range of $3,400, $490 to $1,300,000. And the trend has been moving upward, as serious collectors and investors recognize this coin as a vital piece of Australia's numismatic history. This isn't just spare change anymore, this is an asset, a treasure, and a piece of legacy that continues to grow in financial and historical value. For those looking to add this iconic coin to their collection, here are a few important tips. Always aim for the highest quality you can find. Fine or uncirculated coins hold the greatest value and will continue to appreciate over time. Keep your coins stored safely in protective holders or cases to prevent scratches, tarnish, or other forms of damage. And if you already own one, resist the temptation to let it go cheaply. These coins are in high demand, and their value is only heading in one direction. Up. Networking with collector communities, attending coin fairs, and following auction houses are excellent ways to keep an eye on market trends and discover opportunities to buy or sell at the right time. The 1970 Captain Cook 50-cent coin is not just currency, it's a story, a memory, and a treasure all rolled into one. It celebrates a milestone in Australia's history, and over the decades, it has transformed into one of the most talked about and valuable commemorative coins. Whether you're a seasoned collector or someone who just discovered this gem in an old drawer, remember this coin is more than metal. It's a piece of Australian pride and a highly valuable collectible in today's market. So keep your eyes open, check your collections, and you might just realize you are holding onto a little piece of history that is worth far more than you ever imagined. Next up, coin number 2. Today, we are diving into one of the most fascinating and highly sought-after treasures in the world of Australian coinage. We're talking about the incredible 1977 Australian 50-cent coin, issued to mark the 25th anniversary of the accession of Queen Elizabeth II. This is not just any coin. It is a piece of history, a collector's dream, and a sparkling example of numismatic beauty that continues to rise in value. If you have one of these coins in your collection or even hidden away in a jar at home, you may be sitting on something truly valuable. By the end of this video, you will understand exactly why this coin has become such a hot commodity in today's auction markets. Let's start with a little history. In 1977, Australia decided to celebrate a very special occasion, the Silver Jubilee of Queen Elizabeth II, marking 25 years since her accession to the throne in 1952. To honor this event, the Royal Australian Mint released a special commemorative 50-cent coin. Unlike regular issues, this coin stood out because it was produced specifically to honor the Queen's reign and the significance of her long-standing service to the Commonwealth. For Australians at the time, it was not only a token of currency but also a way to celebrate their ties to the monarchy. Today, decades later, it remains a powerful symbol of heritage, loyalty, and craftsmanship. Now, what makes this coin so unique? First and foremost, it features a dazzling design that sets it apart from the standard 50-cent pieces. On the obverse side, you will find a brilliant and detailed portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, her features captured with elegance and depth. Collectors often describe this side as sparkling or almost jewel-like, thanks to the way light plays across its finely struck details. The reverse side carries the commemorative design, marking the Queen's 25th anniversary as the sovereign. Every line, every curve in the design tells a story, and this is what elevates it from just a piece of money to a timeless work of art. The demand for this coin today is soaring, and that is largely due to its rarity and the importance of condition. While millions were minted at the time, very few survive in what collectors call fine condition, or uncirculated condition. Coins that have been well preserved without scratches, wear, or damage are now extremely scarce. What makes the black, sparkling Elizabethan side so desirable is the way it retains its shine and original luster when kept safe over the decades. Collectors are always on the hunt for these pristine examples, and as time passes, the supply keeps shrinking while the demand only grows stronger. That perfect storm of rarity and desirability has made this coin a powerful force in the collector's market. So, what is the current market value of the 1977 Australian 50-cent Silver Jubilee coin? Well, here's where things get exciting. In today's auctions and collector markets, these coins can fetch very impressive prices. Depending on the condition, fine and uncirculated examples can easily be valued at high dollar amounts. Some sales have shown prices that would shock casual observers, with collectors willing to pay significant sums for the right coin. In other words, this is not just spare change, it is a small fortune for those lucky enough to have it in perfect condition. It's important to note that values have steadily increased over the years, reflecting not just rarity but also the growing appreciation of commemorative Australian coins worldwide. For those of you who are already collectors, or maybe just starting out, here are some important tips. If you happen to own one of these 1977 Jubilee 50-cent coins, make sure you keep it safe. Use protective holders, avoid unnecessary handling, and never clean the coin with chemicals or abrasives, as that can ruin its value. If you are looking to buy one, always check the authenticity and condition. Seek out reputable dealers or auction houses to ensure you are getting the real deal. And remember, coins like this are not just collectibles, they are investments. Their value grows as the years pass, so holding on to them can be a smart long-term decision. In conclusion, the 1977 Australian 50-cent Silver Jubilee coin, celebrating Queen Elizabeth II's 25th year of accession, is one of the most remarkable pieces of Australian numismatic history. With its rich background, unique design, and rarity in today's market, It has become a must-have for serious collectors. Its demand continues to grow, and with values climbing, it represents both heritage and opportunity. If you are lucky enough to have this coin in your possession, treat it like the treasure it truly is. And if you are still hunting for one, now is the time to start your search, because coins like these are only going to become more valuable as the years go by. Next up, coin number 3. Today, we are diving into one of the most fascinating treasures from Australia's coinage history, the Australian 1980 50-cent coin, known for its extremely rare and eye-catching black sparkling rust effect. This is not just a regular 50-cent piece you would find in loose change. This is a coin that has captured the imagination of collectors across the globe. With its distinctive look, remarkable story, and growing demand in today's action market, this coin is proving itself to be a powerhouse in terms of value and collectability. So, sit back and get ready as we explore why this piece of Australian history is turning into a true gem in the world of numismatics. To truly appreciate the significance of the 1980 50-cent coin, we need to step back into its historical context. The Australian 50-cent piece has always carried a sense of national pride, with its iconic dodecagon shape and striking coat of arms design. Minted in large numbers during 1980, it was originally intended as a standard circulation coin. However, among those millions struck, a handful developed unique surface effects over time, giving them a black sparkling rust appearance that sets them apart from all others. This unusual transformation wasn't intentional, but rather a result of chemical reactions and long-term circulation, making each coin with this feature essentially one of a kind. What started as an ordinary coin became something extraordinary, and that's exactly why collectors are chasing them with such passion today. Now let's talk about what makes this coin stand out in such a powerful way. The 1980 Australian 50-cent coin is already special because of its 12-sided design, a unique shape that makes it immediately recognizable. But when you add the striking black sparkling rust effect, it becomes a visual masterpiece. The coin reflects light in a dark, shimmering way, creating a sparkling illusion across its surfaces. No two coins develop this effect in exactly the same way, meaning every single piece is unique and impossible to replicate. This gives collectors not just a coin, but a piece of art, a natural transformation that has taken decades to form. Combine that with its strong national symbolism, and you have a coin that is not just currency, but a conversation starter, a rare collectible, and a visual wonder. Rarity is always the driving force behind the value of a coin, and this particular 1980 50-cent piece is a shining example of that principle. While millions of 50-cent coins from that year are still around, the ones with the black sparkling rust are incredibly scarce. It's this scarcity that has sent demand soaring. Collectors from Australia and beyond are hunting for them because they know how rare it is to find one in circulation today, and the condition of the coin only increases its allure. Even when these coins are found in circulated form, they carry a strong desirability because the black sparkling rust itself adds to the aesthetic, rather than taking away from it. In fact, it is this rare condition that collectors actively seek out, knowing that it marks the coin as a true standout piece. The rarity, the condition, and the sheer visual appeal all combine to make this coin highly sought after in today's collector circles. So, what does this mean for the market value of the coin right now? This is where things get really exciting. In today's active coin market, the Australian 1980 black sparkling rust 50-cent coin has shown itself to be a strong performer. Collectors are willing to pay top dollars for examples, with values reaching impressive levels depending on the intensity of the sparkling rust and the overall condition of the coin. It is not unusual to see these coins being traded for $300,560, even $3,240 in the right circumstances. Auction houses and private collectors alike are paying close attention, knowing that the demand is only growing. The coin's story, its rarity, and its unique features make it a powerful investment opportunity, one that continues to rise in value year after year. For collectors watching this, here are some important things to keep in mind if you are interested in owning one of these treasures. Always keep a sharp eye on coins that come through your hands, because you never know when a rare 1980s sparkling rust 50-cent piece might appear. Networking with other collectors, attending auctions, and browsing reputable coin dealers can increase your chances of finding one. And when you do, hold on to it with pride because its value is not only monetary but historical and aesthetic as well. Store it carefully to preserve its unique condition, and remember that these coins are in high demand, so their value is only likely to grow in the years to come. In conclusion, the Australian 1980 black sparkling rust 50-cent coin is far more than just an old piece of change. It is a rare masterpiece of history, a coin that nature itself has transformed into something truly extraordinary. With its strong background, its dazzling unique features, and its undeniable rarity, it has carved out a place among the most desirable coins in the Australian market. Today, it stands as a symbol of how ordinary objects can turn into extraordinary treasures, commanding big value in dollars and even bigger admiration from collectors. If you ever come across one of these coins, know that you are holding a piece of history, a sparkling reminder of rarity and value combined. Next up, coin number 4. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most talked about and highly valued coins in the Australian numismatic world, the 1973 Australia 10 cents. Black Dots coin in fine condition. This is not just any ordinary coin. This is a piece of rare history that has captured the attention of serious collectors and investors across the globe. If you have this coin, you could be holding on to something that is worth a lot more than you think. So stay tuned until the end of this video because I'm going to walk you through its fascinating history, its unique features, the rarity that makes it so desirable, the current market value in dollars, and even give you some tips if you're looking to collect or invest in coins like this. The 10-cent denomination was first introduced in 1966 when Australia switched over to decimal currency. Since then, the 10-cent piece has been a staple of everyday transactions. But among the millions produced, certain years and certain eras stand out as true treasures. The year 1973 is one of those standout years. This was a time when minting processes were still evolving, and occasional variations or minting marks turned ordinary coins into extraordinary finds. The so-called Black Dots version of the 1973 10 cents is one of the rarest and most captivating examples. The Black Dots are a distinctive feature caused by a striking variation during minting. Instead of the clean, standard look of most 10-cent coins, the 1973 Black Dots coin displays tiny dot-like impressions that appear darker than the surrounding surface. To seasoned collectors, this is not a flaw but a badge of uniqueness. It's what transforms the coin from being worth just cents to being worth hundreds, even thousands of dollars. The fine details of Queen Elizabeth II's portrait, combined with this rare dotting effect, give the coin an appearance unlike anything else in circulation. It's these unique features that make collectors rush to secure it whenever one surfaces at auction. The 1973 10-cent Black Dots coin is not something you're going to find in every collection. In fact, very few examples have survived in fine or better condition, and those that do are treated like gold in the numismatic community. Coins with sharp details, minimal wear, and those distinctive dark dot markings command the highest interest. Collectors know that finding this coin is like finding a hidden diamond in your change jar. The conditions that increase collector demand include crisp edges, visible minting details, and of course, those famous black dot features that set it apart from regular circulation coins. In today's auction market, the 1973 Australia 10-cent Black Dots coin in fine condition can fetch a serious premium. Depending on demand and the condition of the individual coin, these pieces have been seen trading hands for $1,040, $5,000. And in some rare cases, climbing into the thousands when competition among collectors heats up. The coin market is thriving right now, and this particular coin is one of the hot items driving excitement. Unlike ordinary 10-cent pieces, which are only face value, this coin has proven to be a true investment opportunity. Many collectors see it not just as a piece of currency, but as a tangible asset with appreciating value in the years to come. Here are some important tips. Always pay attention to the condition. Fine or better is where the real money is. Store your coins in protective holders to prevent scratches, tarnish, or loss of detail. If you're hunting through old collections or even checking inherited jars of change, keep a sharp eye out for 1973 coins and examine them closely for those distinctive dot patterns. If you do come across one, do not rush to sell it. Have it evaluated by a professional numismatist or grading service to get an accurate assessment of its worth. With proper certification, the value of your coin can increase dramatically in the marketplace. Also remember, collectors and investors alike are constantly on the lookout for these coins, so being patient and timing your sale could mean a much higher return. The 1973 Australian 10-cent Black Dots coin is more than just a piece of change. It's a rare and highly sought-after treasure that carries a powerful story, unique features, and impressive market value. If you happen to own one, Consider yourself lucky you are holding a rare gem of Australian history. And for those still searching, keep your eyes open, because you never know when that small piece of silver-colored metal in your hand could turn out to be worth a fortune. Coins like this prove that treasure hunting is not only possible, it's happening every day for people who know what to look for. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed learning about the 1973 Australia 10-cent Black Dots coin and want to discover more about rare and valuable coins, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss future videos. Who knows? The next coin we talk about might be sitting in your pocket right now. Next up, coin number 5. Today we are diving deep into the world of Australian coin collecting, and we are focusing on one of the most talked about and highly sought-after coins in recent times, the 1981 Australian 20-cent coin with the mysterious black dots, especially in fine condition. This coin has become a true gem in the eyes of collectors, and in today's video we are going to explore its history, its unique features, and why it has become such a powerful addition to any serious coin collection. If you're into numismatics or simply curious about hidden treasures that might be sitting in your pocket change, you're going to love this one. Stay tuned, because the value of this coin in today's action-packed market is truly impressive. To truly appreciate the 1981 20-cent Black Dots coin, we need to step back and understand the background of Australia's 20-cent series. The 20-cent coin was first introduced in 1966, the year Australia adopted decimal currency, replacing the old shillings and pence system. From that point onward, the 20-cent piece became an everyday part of Australian life, featuring the iconic platypus design that is still recognized worldwide. Now, 1981 was an especially interesting year for minting, as millions of coins were produced. But within that massive production came some peculiar varieties that caught the attention of collectors. Among them was the coin that showed mysterious dark spots, known today as the Black Dots variety, which has become one of the most fascinating stories in Australian numismatics. What makes the 1981 Black Dots 20-cent coin so unique is its unexpected visual feature, those unusual dark markings that appear on the coin. Unlike standard mint errors, which might be related to die cracks, double strikes, or off-center prints, the black dot phenomenon gives this coin a character unlike anything else in the series. These dots are often small but very noticeable, giving the coin a striking appearance that immediately sets it apart from the millions of other 20-cent coins minted in the same year. The combination of the classic platypus design with these mysterious marks has elevated its desirability. Collectors often talk about how such unique characteristics make a coin more than just money. They make it a story, a piece of history, and a true conversation starter. Now, rarity is the heart of coin collecting. And when we talk about rarity, it is not just about how many coins were produced, but how many survive today in excellent condition with those unique features intact. The 1981 Black Dots coin in fine condition is exactly that kind of rarity. While millions of 20-cent coins were struck in 1981, only a tiny fraction display the black dot feature in a clear and consistent way. Add to that the natural wear and tear that coins go through in circulation, and suddenly, finding a coin that still holds sharp details, clean surfaces, and visible black dot markings becomes a real challenge. This scarcity is what drives demand. Collectors are always on the lookout for coins that stand out, and when demand is high and supply is low, the market value surges. So let's talk numbers, because this is where it gets really exciting. In today's collector's market, the 1981 Black Dots 20-cent coin in fine condition has been attracting serious attention. Depending on the quality, clarity of the dots, and overall preservation, this coin has been valued in the action market at impressive amounts. While standard 20-cent coins from 1981 might only be worth face value, the Black Dots version can fetch significantly higher prices, with collectors often willing to pay many times the original value. Some examples have been reported to reach into the $2,900,590, and when offered at major auctions, the bidding war can drive the price even higher. This proves not only its rarity but also its strong desirability among dedicated coin enthusiasts. For those who are interested in either finding or investing in the 1981 Black Dots coin, there are some important tips to keep in mind. First, condition is everything. Always look for coins that show minimal wear, clear details, and of course, visible dot markings. Secondly, proper storage is key. If you are lucky enough to own one of these coins, keeping it in a protective holder away from moisture and handling will preserve its value for years to come. Thirdly, always keep an eye on the market. The value of rare coins like this can rise quickly, especially when collectors worldwide begin competing for limited numbers. Finally, do your research and, if possible, get your coin professionally graded. A certified grading can give buyers confidence and often results in a higher sale price if you decide to put your coin up for auction. So there you have it. The incredible story of the 1981 Australian 20-cent coin with black dots, a true hidden treasure that proves once again that extraordinary value can be found in the most ordinary places. From its fascinating history to its striking appearance and growing demand, this coin stands as a perfect example of why numismatics is such a thrilling hobby. If you happen to come across one of these coins in fine condition, consider yourself lucky because you may just be holding on to a small piece of Australian history worth a surprisingly big amount of money. The market today shows no signs of slowing down, and the demand for rare varieties like this is only growing stronger. So keep your eyes open, check your change, and who knows, the next valuable coin could be right in your pocket. Next up, coin number 6. Today we are diving into one of the most fascinating and highly sought-after treasures in Australian numismatics, the 1966 Australian 20-cent coin with the famous blue dots variety. This isn't just any ordinary piece of change you might find in your pocket. It's a coin that carries history, mystery, and an incredible value in today's collector market. If you are lucky enough to come across one of these beauties in fine condition, you are essentially holding a small fortune in the palm of your hand. So, let's take a closer look at why this coin has become such a powerful force in the world of coin collecting. The story of the 1966 Australian 20-cent coin begins during a time of great change in Australia's monetary system. In 1966, Australia officially switched from pounds, shillings, and pence to a new decimal system. This was an exciting era, and with the release of the new decimal coins came the very first issue of the 20-cent piece featuring the now iconic platypus design by Stuart Devlin. But among these coins, a small group emerged with unusual and mysterious marks, tiny blue dots that appeared on the coin's surface. These were not intended as part of the design, but rather they were the result of unique striking and minting characteristics. Instead of being considered a flaw, these dots became a symbol of rarity, instantly turning ordinary coins into prized possessions. What sets the 1966 Blue Dots 20-cent coin apart from any other is its distinctive appearance. The coin features the beautifully detailed platypus swimming across rippling waters, but if you look closely under proper light, you can see the faint blue dot markings. These marks are what collectors chase after because they make the coin truly unique. Combined with the fact that this was the very first year of issue for decimal currency, the coin becomes a double rarity, historically significant and visually distinctive. The size, weight, and original silver content of these early coins also make them stand out compared to later 20-cent pieces. In fine condition, the detailing is sharp, the patina is natural, and the blue dot markings remain clearly visible, making these coins instantly recognizable and highly valuable in the marketplace. When it comes to rarity, the 1966 Blue Dots 20-cent coin is at the very top of the ladder. Very few of these coins exist in collectible condition, and finding one in fine or uncirculated state is like striking gold. Collectors all over the world are aware of this variety, and the demand continues to grow year after year. It is not just Australian collectors chasing after it. International buyers are equally eager to add it to their portfolios. Because of its unique characteristics, this coin is never short on demand. Every time one surfaces in an auction or private sale, it sparks intense competition among collectors, driving prices higher and higher. Simply put, this coin is considered one of the crown jewels of modern Australian numismatics. Now let's talk about what everyone wants to know. How much is it worth today? The current auction market has placed an impressive dollar value on these coins. A fine condition, 1966 Blue Dots 20-cent coin can fetch $2,100, $8,900, and even $22,680 depending on the quality, the clarity of the dot markings, and the overall preservation of the coin. In some high-profile auctions, prices have skyrocketed, with collectors willing to pay top dollars just to secure one for their collection. With each passing year, the value only continues to rise because supply is so limited, and demand shows no signs of slowing down. For those who already own one, you are holding an appreciating asset. For those still searching, the dream of discovering one remains alive and powerful. If you are serious about adding the 1966 Blue Dots 20-cent coin to your collection, there are a few tips to keep in mind. Always check the condition carefully. Fine or better condition coins are where the real value lies. Authenticity is crucial, so consider working with trusted dealers, well-known auction houses, or professional grading services to ensure what you are buying is the real deal. Keep your coin protected in a secure holder to preserve its quality, because even slight damage or wear can affect its value. And most importantly, stay patient. This is a coin of rarity, and while it may take time to find, the reward of owning one is worth every second of the hunt. In conclusion, the 1966 Australian 20-cent Blue Dots coin is more than just a piece of money. It is a piece of history, a piece of art, and a piece of treasure. With its unique features, undeniable rarity, and skyrocketing market value, it continues to hold a place of honor in the world of coin collecting. If you are lucky enough to have one, you own something truly extraordinary. And if you are still searching, don't give up, because the thrill of the hunt is what makes coin collecting such an exciting and rewarding journey. This coin proves that even the smallest objects can carry the greatest stories and the most powerful value. Next up, coin number 7. Today, we are diving into one of the most fascinating treasures in Australian currency history, the 1998 Australian 20-cent coin. This coin, especially in very fine condition, is not just an ordinary piece of change. It is a rare and highly desirable collectible that is making waves in today's auction markets and gaining serious attention from numismatists worldwide. If you've ever wondered whether a small coin can hold a big value, you're about to find out why this 1998 20-cent coin is considered one of the shining stars in modern Australian coinage. The 20-cent coin was first introduced in Australia in 1966, right when the country moved from pounds, shillings, and pence to decimal currency. Over the decades, the coin became a daily staple in everyone's pockets. But among the millions minted over the years, certain dates stand out because of low mintage numbers, striking differences, or collector interest. The year 1998 has captured attention because coins from this year, especially in higher grades like very fine or above, have become much harder to come by. Each coin is a time capsule, representing Australia's economy and culture of that period, and the 1998 edition carries with it a special place in numismatic history. What makes the 1998 20-cent coin stand out are its striking features. On the obverse, you will find the familiar portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Ian Rank Broadley, which began appearing on Australian coinage in the late 1990s. This design marked a new era and was a fresh depiction of the Queen compared to earlier portraits. On the reverse, we see the iconic platypus swimming gracefully, designed by Stuart Devlin, Australia's most celebrated coin designer. The intricate detail of the platypus, combined with the crisp 1998 minting, gives the coin a sharp and attractive look that collectors admire. When in very fine condition, the coin displays clear details, minimal wear, and strong eye appeal, exactly what serious buyers are searching for. One of the main reasons this coin has skyrocketed in desirability is its rarity. While many 20-cent coins from the 1990s are still in circulation, finding a 1998 edition in very fine condition or better is not easy. Most coins from that year have been heavily circulated, making them worn and common. Collectors, however, are on the hunt for those preserved examples with sharp details, clean surfaces, and limited wear. These coins are now seen as gems in the market, fueling strong demand. The combination of limited availability, unique historical timing, and appealing design means collectors worldwide are adding the 1998 20-cent coin to their must-have list. Now let's talk about value. In today's auction markets, the 1998 Australian 20-cent coin in very fine condition has been commanding strong prices. Depending on the demand at the time of sale, we are seeing collectors willing to pay well into the $3,600 range, sometimes reaching surprisingly high bids as competition heats up. The excitement around this coin has created a positive ripple effect, boosting its recognition as one of the modern Australian coins worth holding onto. In short, what was once just pocket change has now become a potential investment piece. If you're lucky enough to come across a 1998 Australian 20-cent coin, the first step is to examine its condition carefully. The closer it is to very fine or even higher grades, the more value it will hold in the market. Store it properly, ideally in a coin holder or protective case to preserve its quality. Keep an eye on auction results and numismatic forums, as they often give insights into current market trends and values. And most importantly, hold on to it with confidence. With demand continuing to rise, your coin could appreciate even further in the years to come. The 1998 Australian 20-cent coin in very fine condition is more than just a piece of money. It is a rare collectible, a slice of history, and a high-value treasure in today's market. Its unique design, limited availability, and rising demand make it a standout piece that collectors around the world are chasing after. If you're passionate about coins or simply love the thrill of owning something rare and valuable, this coin deserves your full attention. So check your collections, look through your change, and who knows, you might just be holding on to a coin that's worth far more than 20 cents. Next up, coin number 8. Today, we are diving deep into one of the most fascinating and highly sought-after treasures in Australian coinage history, the 1981 Australian 20-cent coin in very fine condition. This is not just an ordinary coin you may find tucked away in old change or forgotten jars. It is a piece of currency that has captured the attention of collectors worldwide, thanks to its unique story, stunning features, and powerful market value that continues to rise in today's auctions. If you are a passionate collector, an investor, or simply someone intrigued by rare currency, this coin is one you will want to know everything about. To truly appreciate the greatness of the 1981 Australian 20-cent coin, we need to take a closer look at its history and background. Released during a fascinating period in Australian numismatic development, the 20-cent coin became a staple in daily transactions. But the 1981 release holds a special place because it was struck in both Australia and abroad to meet production demand. This was the era when the Royal Mint in London and the Royal Canadian Mint also produced coins for Australia. With this unique collaboration came a number of varieties, minting differences, and small but significant features that today make the 1981 20-cent coin one of the most talked about issues in the collector's world. Now let's look at the unique features of this coin that make it so desirable. On the obverse, we see the iconic portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machine, which itself carries historical significance, marking an era of regal representation. On the reverse side, of course, lies the famous platypus design, a creature symbolic of Australia's natural heritage. But what truly sets the 1981 coin apart are the minting variations and striking characteristics that distinguish one piece from another. Slight differences in detail, rim strength, or the clarity of the platypus can make certain examples far rarer and more valuable than others. For sharp-eyed collectors, these are the kinds of details that transform an ordinary coin into a prized rarity. The real magic of the 1981 Australian 20-cent coin lies in its rarity and condition. Coins that have survived the test of time in very fine or higher condition are scarce and highly demanded in the market. Unlike coins that have been heavily circulated, a very fine-grade coin retains its sharpness, its luster, and its eye appeal qualities that collectors are willing to pay a premium for. Remember, collectors don't just chase after coins for their age, they pursue them for quality, preservation, and uniqueness. The 1981 20-cent coin in very fine condition ticks all these boxes, which is why it is so hotly contested at auctions around the world. This is where things get exciting. In recent years, demand for the 1981 20-cent coin has soared, with collectors competing fiercely to secure top-grade examples. Prices in auctions and private sales have steadily climbed, with very fine condition coins reaching impressive $5,670. Depending on mint variety and overall sharpness, these coins can attract significant bids, sometimes well beyond what casual collectors would expect. It's not just Australians who are after these coins. International collectors recognize their rarity and historical importance, pushing the price tag higher every year. In today's auction market, owning a 1981 Australian 20-cent coin in very fine condition is not just about collecting. It's about holding an asset of real monetary power. Let me share some important tips. Always handle coins with care and store them in protective holders to preserve their quality. When searching for valuable pieces, pay close attention to mint marks and striking details, because small differences can mean a big leap in value. Keep an eye on auction houses, online marketplaces, and coin shows where treasures often appear. And most importantly, never underestimate the long-term value of coins like the 1981 20-cent piece. Today's purchase could become tomorrow's most treasured investment. Collecting is not just about the thrill of finding rare currency, it's about preserving history and building value for the future. The 1981 Australian 20-cent coin in very fine condition is a true gem of the numismatic world. Its remarkable history, distinctive features, rarity, and increasing market value make it one of the most exciting coins you could ever add to your collection. With growing demand and international recognition, its power in the collector's market is undeniable. So if you ever come across this coin, treat it with the respect and care it deserves, because you might just be holding a piece of Australia's currency history that carries immense worth in today's world. Thank you for watching, and if you found this video valuable, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with fellow collectors. Stay tuned for more deep dives into the world of rare coins and treasures that hold timeless value. Next up, coin number 9. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most exciting and highly sought-after treasures in the Australian coin collecting world, the 1993 5-cent coin with the famous black dots variety. This little coin, often overlooked in everyday change, has become a true hidden gem for collectors and investors alike. What makes it so special is not just its rarity, but also the incredible demand it continues to attract in today's auction markets. If you've ever wondered how a small 5-cent piece could hold such extraordinary value, stay tuned, because this coin has a story that's worth every second of your attention. To understand why the 1993 Black Dots 5 cents coin is such a powerhouse in the numismatic world, we need to step back into its history. The coin was struck during a time when the Royal Australian Mint was transitioning through different production runs, and in the process, some unique varieties were created. Among them was this Black Dots variety, a coin that immediately stood out from the standard issue. These subtle but striking marks, often appearing near the lettering or features of the coin, gave birth to what is now one of the most recognized and talked about Australian error coins. Unlike mass-produced coins that blend into history, this one carved its own place, creating a legacy that still excites collectors more than 3 decades later. The unique features of this coin are what make it a collector's dream. When we talk about the black dots, we're not referring to damage or wear. These are actual striking anomalies that appeared during the minting process. They act almost like a fingerprint of authenticity, distinguishing the coin from every other 1993 5-cent piece out there. Pair that with its fine condition coins that have survived in pristine or near pristine state, and you've got a specimen that screams exclusivity. The echidna design on the reverse, paired with Queen Elizabeth II's portrait on the obverse, already makes it a coin with classic Australian identity. But those black dots elevate it far beyond ordinary currency, and the 1993 Black Dots 5 cents coin delivers on that front with perfection. Not many were produced, and fewer still have survived the test of time in fine or uncirculated condition. Collectors worldwide are constantly on the lookout for this variety, and every time one appears at auction, it attracts a flood of bidding activity. Condition plays a critical role here. A coin in average circulated condition might grab attention, but a coin in fine or higher grades sparks a true bidding war. This combination of rarity and condition creates a storm of demand, and that demand is only getting stronger year after year. Now let's talk about what everyone wants to know, the current market value. In today's auction markets, this coin has proven itself to be a powerhouse, consistently fetching strong prices in dollars. While values can vary depending on condition and demand at the time of sale, collectors have seen these coins achieve impressive figures, sometimes hundreds and even thousands of dollars depending on the grade. Imagine holding a 5-cent coin that could easily sell for a small fortune compared to its face value. That's the magic of the 1993 Black Dots variety. It's not just a coin. It's a smart investment, a piece of history, and a guaranteed conversation starter in any collection. A few tips can go a long way. Always source from reputable dealers or auction houses to ensure authenticity. Pay close attention to the condition of the coin. The finer the grade, the higher the value, and the faster it appreciates. Keep your eyes on upcoming auctions and collector forums, because the demand for this coin means it does not stay available for long. And once you secure one, protect it carefully in a coin capsule or holder to preserve its fine details and keep its value climbing. Remember, this isn't just a coin you're adding, it's a long-term investment in numismatic history. The 1993 Australian 5 cents Black Dots variety is more than just spare change. It's a powerful symbol of rarity, uniqueness, and value. From its fascinating history and standout features to its proven record in the auction market, this coin has earned its place among the most desirable pieces in Australian numismatics. Collectors who are lucky enough to own one know they hold a treasure that grows in prestige with every passing year. If you have been searching for that one coin that combines history, rarity, and financial reward, this is it. The 1993 5 cents Black Dots coin isn't just a collectible, it's a golden opportunity hiding in silver. Next up, coin number 10. Today, we're diving into one of the most talked about and exciting finds in the Australian coin collecting world, the 2019 Australian 5 cent coin in fine condition. Now, at first glance, a simple 5-cent piece might not seem like much, but believe me, this particular coin has been making waves in the collector's market. With its rarity, unique features, and increasing demand, it has become one of the most sought-after small-denomination coins in Australia, and right now, it is being valued at an impressive amount in today's action-packed coin market. So, if you have ever thought a simple coin in your pocket could be worth more than you imagine, you are going to love this video. Stay tuned, because the year 2019 5-cent coin is no ordinary pocket change. It's a hidden gem with surprising power in the world of numismatics. Let's start with a little history. The Australian 5-cent coin was first introduced in 1966 as part of the decimal currency changeover. For decades, it has been a small yet reliable piece of everyday transactions, carrying the famous echidna design by Stuart Devlin on its reverse. Over the years, most people have paid little attention to the 5-cent coin because of its low denomination. However, the 2019 release turned the spotlight back onto this coin in a very big way. 2019 marked a significant period in Australian coinage, as the Royal Australian Mint continued producing special designs and limited mintage coins to mark events and anniversaries. While many collectors were focusing on $1 and $2 commemorative coins, the 5-cent coin of 2019 quietly slipped into circulation, holding a secret that only sharp-eyed collectors began to recognize. It was rarer than expected and carried features that set it apart from the usual small change. That unexpected rarity has transformed this little coin into a modern collectible powerhouse. Now, what makes the 2019 Australian 5-cent coin so unique? At its core, it still carries the beloved echidna design on the reverse and Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse, but the 2019 edition was minted during a period of lower production. This resulted in a relatively small number of coins entering circulation compared to other years. Collectors quickly realized that finding a 2019 5-cent in high-grade condition, especially in fine or better, was much more challenging than picking up coins from earlier or later years. Another point of interest is the sharpness of its strike and the overall finish. In fine condition, the coin shows clear details of the echidna spines and strong facial features on the Queen's portrait, which makes it highly desirable for grading and certification. Many everyday coins show wear and tear quickly, but when you find a 2019 piece with minimal wear, it stands out as something special. That combination of low mintage, classic design, and condition rarity is what gives this coin its incredible demand among collectors. When it comes to rarity, the year 2019 5-cent coin is now on the radar of serious collectors across Australia and beyond. Unlike more common years, the circulation numbers for 2019 were noticeably lower, and this has created a strong buzz in the market. Collectors know that rarity equals value, and the fact that not many high-grade examples exist makes it even more attractive. Coin dealers report that whenever a fine or extremely fine 2019 5-cent becomes available, it is snapped up almost instantly. The demand is sky-high because both beginner and seasoned collectors want to secure this coin for their collection before prices climb even higher. In fact, its popularity has pushed it into the spotlight alongside other rare Australian decimal coins, and it has quickly built a reputation as a must-have coin. The scarcity is real, the demand is booming, and the excitement in the community is only growing stronger with each passing year. Now, let's talk numbers because this is where it gets really exciting. While most 5-cent coins are worth face value, the 2019 in fine condition is commanding prices that shock people who aren't familiar with the coin market. In today's active auctions and sales platforms, with fine condition pieces reaching strong prices in dollars, depending on the grade and the level of preservation, collectors are willing to pay anywhere from several $6,653 to even higher figures for the right coin. In fact, it's not unusual to see bidding wars break out for the best preserved examples, pushing the value well above what anyone might expect for a 5-cent coin. This surge in value is not just a short-term trend. It's a reflection of real collector demand and the limited supply that exists for this particular year. The market is alive, the competition is fierce, and the year 2019 5-cent coin is proving to be a standout investment in the world of small denomination coins. If you're looking to add this coin to your collection, here are some tips to maximize your chances of success. First, always check your change. You never know when 2019 5-cent might turn up in circulation, and finding one in good condition is like striking gold. Second, consider visiting reputable coin dealers or attending auctions, both online and in person, because that is where serious collectors and sellers showcase these coins. When buying, pay close attention to the condition. Fine, Very fine and extremely fine grades carry the strongest demand and highest market value. It is also a smart move to protect your coin once you have it. Use coin holders or capsules to prevent further wear and maintain its grade. For long-term collectors, getting the coin professionally graded and certified can add extra credibility and increase resale value. The key is to act quickly and confidently because the demand is high and opportunities do not last long in today's market. So there you have it, the 2019 Australian 5-cent coin in fine condition. A small but mighty piece that has captured the attention of the coin collecting world. From its surprising rarity and unique features to its rapidly increasing market value, this coin proves that even the smallest denomination can hold enormous significance. Collectors everywhere are chasing after it. The auctions are buzzing with excitement, and its value in dollars continues to impress. If you've got one of these coins tucked away, you may be holding onto a true hidden treasure. And if you are still on the hunt, now is the perfect time to start looking, because the demand is only going to rise in the coming years. Remember, every great collection starts with knowledge and passion, and this year 2019 5-cent coin is a shining example of how ordinary change can transform into something extraordinary. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss out on the latest updates in the world of rare and valuable coins.